Now we start the topic drift and resistance. In order to understand the topic drift and resistance, we need to understand the two types of current, that is electron current and conventional current. What is electron current and what is conventional current? For example, consider semiconductor material. You consider this as a semiconductor material for which a battery supply is given. So what we are telling here, a semiconductor is under the influence of an electric field. Consider the electrons will be present in that particular semiconductor. So the electrons, we know they are negatively charged. As per the basic principle that like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other, the electron will try to move and attract towards the positive terminal of the battery. So this is the moment of electron, and they will come and again they will enter the semiconductor. So this is the one particular path of an electron. So electron move in this direction. So the moment of electron is nothing but a electron current. Then second current is a conventional current. So this conventional current is nothing but a current direction of positive charge. If electrons, we know electrons are negatively charged, so they are moving in this way. The current direction of the positive charge is nothing but a conventional current. So conventional current, we know there is no such term called a hole. The absence of the electron is nothing but a hole. If an electron is not available at a particular place, means that is nothing but a hole, and that is positively charged. So that direction will be exactly opposite to the momentum of, that is the movement of electron. That is, this is the conventional current. This is electron current. In simplified form, we can write it as a, if this is the applied electric field direction, means the conventional current is also in the same direction, that is the hole movement, and electrons will be opposite to that of applied electric field that we studied in last class by deriving the equation. Now, how exactly the electron as well as a hole move oppositely each other, that can be explained by considering this example. Consider these are the four places where electrons are present over here. Suppose if I apply the light current, or if we increase the temperature, then electron will gain energy and it will move to, that is, it will get mobile for the conduction purpose. Now here there is no electron. In the next place, that is the same thing. So here electron is freely available for the current conduction. Now there is no electron. That place is nothing but our hole. This is our hole which is positively charged. If electron is negatively charged, means the vacant place, that we are calling it as a positively charged. So these are the electrons which are same as previous. So we know electrons will try to, they won't sit at one particular position. If a vacant place is available, means they will try to move and occupy the next position. They keep on jumping for the new vacant place. So this electron will jump to here. So if an electron jump to here, means this place will be vacant. So this is hole place. This hole will come over here. That is nothing but an electron is jumping here, means obviously hole will be created here. So these are the electrons, same as previous. Again, so this is a hole. So electron which is present over here will jump to this place. Again a hole is created over here. Similarly, the last one. The vacant place is there. So electron will jump and occupy that vacant place. A hole will be created over here. So like this, the electron will move. This is a mobile electron which is freely available. So what we can see, the electron is moving in this way. That electron is moving in this way, and a hole is moving exactly opposite to that of electron. This is electron moment and this is hole moment. That's why we are calling electron as well as a hole move opposite to each other. This is a conventional current, that is a flow of holes, and normal electron current, that is exactly opposite to the moment of hole. I hope this one is clear, that how the electron move in one particular direction and how hole will move in opposite direction. Drift and resistance. In last video, we got to know the electron current and conventional current, how the electron will move, and exactly opposite to the electron movement, the hole movement will be there. Hole is nothing but a vacant place, that is the absence of the electron is nothing but a hole, for which we are giving a positive polarity, and electron is having a negative polarity. Similarly, here we consider a semiconductor material, a rectangular bar. So this is the applied electric field to this semiconductor material, and this is the origin x is equals to 0, and this is the length of the semiconductor material. If this is x is equals to 0 means this point x will be equals to L, that is given as x is equals to L. T is the thickness of this semiconductor material and W is the width of the semiconductor material. So this is about this diagram, and this is electron motion, and exactly opposite to the electron motion, a hole motion. Drift is nothing but a movement of electron. How exactly the electron will move under the influence of electric field. So here we are studying how the electron will move on the application of a electric field, and how the hole will be created on the application of electric field, and how they will get some resistance. That also we are studying here. The resistance formula, the basic formula from the Ohm's law, we know R is equals to rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity, L is nothing but a length. Here rho, L is nothing but a length, divided by area is nothing but a area of this semiconductor material, which is width into thickness. Here it is given, width into thickness. Again, this resistivity can be written in terms of a conductivity. So resistivity is nothing but a 1 by conductivity. Resistivity unit is ohm, conductivity unit is mho. So we can replace that resistivity with the mobility. So this is the resistance offered for this particular semiconductor material. Now we consider the exact operation, what happens when we supply the electric field. When we give an electric field, when we supply the external supply for the semiconductor material, as electrons will be present in the semiconductor material, so they have got a negative polarity. For this negative polarity, they will get attracted towards the positive terminal of the battery, and they will complete the path in this way. So this is the electron motion. In this way the electrons are moving. Because of the polarity, they will get attracted to the positive polarity. So this is electron motion. The absence of electron is nothing but a hole. If an electron leaves the position at x is equals to 0, when it leaves the semiconductor material at x is equals to 0 means exactly the same amount of electron will enter the semiconductor material. That is, irrespective of the supplied electric field, the concentration of an electron in the semiconductor material is constant. If an electron is leaving at the same point as x is equals to 0 means at the same point, at the same time, at x is equals to 0, the electron will enter to the semiconductor material. Similarly, the hole will move in the exactly opposite direction. So hole movement will be in this way. If this is the electron moment means the hole will be exactly opposite to that of electron. When x is equals to L, when a hole reach a point x is equals to L, the electrons which are present at x is equal to L will recombine with this hole. When the electron recombines with this hole means at the same point a hole will be generated at x is equals to 0 by moving the electron which is present at x is equals to 0 to this line. I hope you are getting what I am saying. If an electron which is present at x is equals to 0 pass to this conducting wire, if it leaves the semiconductor material, means a hole will be created. Exactly, at x is equals to L, if a hole is present over here, means whatever the electron which is present, which is completing its path through this conducting wire, it will jump and again recombine with this hole and it will be converted into a hole. So what we are saying, the concentration of electron and a hole is constant irrespective of the applied electric field. That is explained here in the theory. Every electron leaving the left end x is equals to 0 of the bar figure, there is a corresponding electron entering at x is equals to L. That's why the electron concentration is the same. As hole reach the ohmic contact x is equals to L, it recombines with an electron. As hole disappear, a corresponding hole must appear at x is equals to 0. Electron will move in this way and a hole will move in this way. And the concentration of electron is same because whatever the electron leaving the semiconductor material at x is equals to 0, at the same time at the point x is equals to L, the electron will enter the semiconductor material. So if an electron is not present at the particular place, means the hole is present, hole is created at that point. There is no term called a hole. The absence of the electron, the vacant place, is nothing but a hole. If an electron is having a positive charge, means negative charge, means obviously the hole will get a positive charge. This is how the electron will drift by applying the electricity. And this is the resistance for the particular semiconductor material when an electron as well as a holes are present in the semiconductor material.